Today we're going to be building a battery-powered boombox out of this ammo can, these speakers, and this little 12-volt amplifier, this time on ham radio tube. So this should be a pretty easy build. I picked up this is a 50 cal ammo can from Harbor Freight. I'm going to use this 6 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery that I have lying around from Bioenno. These speakers are little 4-inch. These are from Kicker, which Kicker makes amazing speakers. These are the DSC 40 speakers. And then this little amplifier here, it's got a treble, a bass, and a on-off and volume knob there. But it's Bluetooth, so you don't ever really need to see this. This is going to be inside the box, and you just connect Bluetooth with your phone, and you can control everything and play music and all that stuff. This is from Wuzhi Audio, W-U-Z-H-I Audio. I'll leave links for as many of these parts as I can in the description. I'm also going to put a auxiliary input somewhere on the box because along with Bluetooth there is an aux in here, so if you want to plug in any kind of audio source externally that doesn't have Bluetooth, I'll have that function as well. And I'm going to put probably an Anderson power pole here to charge the battery, and that's kind of it, and a switch just to turn it on and off, but this thing doesn't really draw much power at all, just sitting on idle. So let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to cover all this up with some painter's tape so we can start masking off and marking where the speakers are going to go. They've got these nice grills too, so we'll be able to keep them protected, because I'm going to have to cut out some holes for this. Now I'm just going to find my center here. It's 11 and it's about 11 wide, so we'll mark the center here. And then to the top of the lid was 6 1/4. I'm actually going to go 3 1/4 here. So now I know my center, and then I can center the speakers off of that. So now I've got the centers here, and I've got my little compass from kindergarten, and I'm just going to make a circle. This is set just above, it's about 2 1/4, so we should get a little over a 4-inch circle here, if I can do this without screwing it up. Beautiful. Now we've got 2 circles, and hopefully my speakers will fit in there, which it looks like they will. And then we cut. A hole saw would certainly be easier for this, but well, I don't own one. Second verse, same as the first. And we'll clean it up with the Dremel maybe. Now that I have my perfectly imperfect cut holes, I can drill the holes to actually mount the speakers. I'm just going to kind of mark one of these. That looks about good. All right, just marked where I can drill. I'll do the same thing over here. I'll drill a little pilot hole. Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Right now I'm gonna drill a hole for the aux in, and I think it's gonna look cool right here by the speakers. So I'm just gonna, I just kind of eyeball centered this. Draw a little circle there. And we will go drill that out now. I'm gonna put a little pilot hole in here. Let's use some of the handyman's secret weapon here. Well, WD-40 is a lubricant. Beautiful. Hold on to your butts. Beautiful. And now we're gonna drill out the holes for our power pole and our switch. And this is gonna suck because I don't have a way to clamp this down. We're almost there. Hey, it fits. Just one more tiny little hole. That's all we need. I think that's gonna work. Okay, now it's time to wire this all up. So I've made this little wiring harness for this switch. And basically the center is the power in. The bottom is the ground. There's a gold pin on that. And basically this power pole and this are gonna be the load. So the way it's gonna work is this power pole is gonna connect in here. The red from the battery is going into the center, and then all of the grounds are connected together. I just put them all in this bigger quick connector, and then we've got the power pole, so pretty easy. So let's wire this up. Beautiful. And we can put in our power pole now. Make sure it's the right orientation, which is not. Now it is. Beautiful. I'll put our wire through the little connector guy there. Insert that. Screw this down a little bit. Now the power poles I 3D printed, there's a little hole in there, and I just used a little bit of wire. It's this plastic coated steel wire. There's a hole in the power poles as well. And when I tighten this down, the nut is going to cover up that hole and will prevent that piece of metal from coming out. Give that a good wrenching down, maybe. Then I can add our aux in, tighten that down. All right, now I'm gonna mount the amplifier. I went ahead and put some heavy duty double-sided Velcro on here. I think I'm just gonna mount it like right here. I won't need to access this too much, but if I need to, all I gotta do is open the lid, and I can adjust the treble and the bass here. And then these are the speaker wires there. So we'll put that one shot right there. Good, just a little recessed. Looks nice. And I probably should have did this first, but this is the aux cable, and that's gonna go, that's why we use Velcro, isn't it? That's gonna go right there. And my battery, I think I'm just gonna stick right here. And again, I put some Velcro on that as well. Go ahead and put that in there. Oh, this is the power cord for the amplifier. Plug that in. Now, we just plug these two guys together. And we have power, like such. And we can see we got the blinking light on the amplifier. That's good. Go ahead and turn everything off, and now we can wire up the speakers. And these are simple enough. You've got a little small tab here and a big tab. That's going to correspond with your negative and your positive. The positive has a little bit of red, and there's also a plus on there and a minus next to them. So you can't really screw it up. These wires came with the speakers, so it makes it very easy to install. There's that one. And again on the other one. Snap them right in. And we can get our covers and pop our bolts through. I would have used black, but I didn't have any black ones. Maybe I'll swap these out for black nuts and bolts eventually, but this works for now. Now the hard part. Now I just have to connect the nuts and bolts. And this part is a little tight, especially getting back to these far ones. I had to take the battery out to get in here. So keep that in mind. And I'm going to use two. So I'm going to use one and then another behind it to lock them in place. Maybe. I think I'm going to have to take the switches out to get back there. Maybe I won't. All right, speakers are installed. I went ahead and put the double nuts on there so everything's nice and secure. Now we can go ahead and pop our switch back in, pop our battery back in, like so. Give her some juice, and we should be good to listen to some music. Ha! It works. Now check this out. Enjoy some royalty-free music with me. Bumps. You can use your phone, change the volume. Oh yeah. Get your boogie on. This is how white guys dance. And the cool thing about this amplifier draws so little power, even when it's booming like we were just listening to, it draws maybe 300 milliamps. So I would guess probably 18 hours of battery life out of this, just insane. So what a cool project. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike K at MRD. This is Ham Radio Tube 73.